Hello everyone, so in this video I will show you how you can create a PowerShell script that you can use to send messages to the Citrix sessions. Of course you can do that also through Director or through Studio, but we can also do it through PowerShell. And if we do it with PowerShell, for example, if you need to send a message, I don't know, during the night hours when you want to reboot, for example, if you have a scheduled reboot of your VMs and you just want to send an additional message to the users, then you can do it with the PowerShell script. Of course, this can be also done through to the schedule reboot of from Studio, but yeah, we need to also learn PowerShell. So, and it's good for us to learn PowerShell because Citrix only works with PowerShell, so everything that it does through PowerShell. Okay, so first let's take a look. I will show you an easy way how you can create your own script, because as you know, Citrix has this nice feature. So this will be the first tab that you see when you click on Studio, but then you have this this PowerShell. This will show you in real time any command that you actually execute on your environment, and you can use this to create your PowerShell scripts. Anything you are doing here in Studio, you will get the exact command listed here. So for example, what I've done to create the script for sending a message is just to go to the sessions. Normally you would do it like this: select the users, click here send message, or right click send message. You type here a message, test, and log off, and you set here what you want to it should be critical, question, warning. So it will be an information. In our case, we have the VMs right here. Okay, and if we click OK, then both VMs will get the message right away. And this action has created here an action. So send message, it's just a few seconds ago, and this is actually the command that Citrix used to send the message. Here you have message type, information, the text, please log off, the title is test, as you saw it when I created the task. And you also have here this entry is just writing in the logging database. It writes what it's doing, and you can see here if you go into the logging. So today I've sent 2 messages and those are the UIDs of the of the users. And you can see also the VMs. Now to create my script, I just copied the content, I worked with an AI, of course, to create the complete script, because also on the PowerShell side I'm still learning. And with an AI you can easily create or faster create the script. Let's see in the script. So the script does a couple of things. So first it loads the PowerShell module. It gets the list of the machines, because I made it like this. I'm creating a list of machines, of all the machines that are in my environment. Of course, you can filter for a specific catalog, but in this example, I've just took all the machines in the environment and just generating a file that contains the name of the VMs. Here are the message, the title, and the type of the message, that is information. So it's the same like we saw it in Studio. Now it's just checking for the file that it exists. It's starting to read from the file. It again checks if the file is empty, it will throw an error. If not, it will continue. The file that contains the VMs, and then for each entry in that file, it will start the actual actions. So as you can see, we are also writing a message in the logging database, exactly as it's here in the example that Studio gave us for inspiration, and then it does the actual sending of the message, but also it uses the same commands. Of course, it first checks if there is any session on the VM, and if it's not, it just jumps to the next server in the list. Let's also see it in action. So can we minimize? No, I just wanted to show you in real time. So let's put this too. So those are my VMs. So those are single session VMs, but the script will also work with multi-session. Okay, let's make this smaller. And to also see how it looks. Okay, let's execute. Okay, so both users got the same message, and the script also shows you what it has done. On the first VM it found user 01 and it sent the message. On the second VM it found user 02 and sent the message. And also this can be tracked in the logging database. So here are my action. Here is my action, and as you saw it just records the action that we are doing, send message. So this text is from our script. We can change that to anything we want. Where is it in the script? Host. Here, this one. Sending message, or not this one. Not sending message, or this one. Let me see. Send message to users. Yeah, so that's the one. We can change this to anything we want, but of course we can also see what we have done in the log. Let's also try it to a multi-session VM. So we just need to switch to a different farm, because I have a different farm for multi-session. Where are those? So those two are Windows 2022. Here both users are on the same VM. Just want to make this bigger, and let's execute the script one more time. And this time the Windows 10 users, or Windows 2022 users, will get the info. How can I make this bigger? This. Okay, so I switched to the other side, DDC one. Okay, let's execute it. Yeah, we changed. Okay, and again, both users received, even if they are both on the same VM, and the script has found on MCS clone 01, he found both users and sent the messages. And on the other VMs that are not even powered on, it just shows you that no active users found, because they are powered off. This is the reason. And also we can check this this in Studio. I have Web Studio over there, this one, and also in the logging I should see the same action. So let's refresh. I believe we have everything here. So my user just sent, I believe this one, send message to user. Yeah, Windows 10. Let's see. Okay, so it tried to send to all my VMs, but only on MCS clone he found the users, because here you see that it doesn't find any users, but it still records the action in the logging database. Okay, so I believe this was it. Let's see, do we have also, yeah, so we still have this the PowerShell execution screen also in the web studio. Okay, this was it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you liked this video. I will also add this PowerShell script in the comment as a bonus for you, but I just recommend you to create your own script, and this is how you will learn PowerShell and also Citrix at the same time. please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you liked this video. Thank you.